Hey you guys, welcome to today's video. I have a pile of makeup that you probably haven't heard fussed about online that I think deserves a lot of praise and a lot of love, and something that I really enjoy doing now on my channel versus before when I used to do monthly favorites all of the time, like every single month. And so many people used to do that as well. And every now and again, I'll do like a product obsessions. But what I have started doing and loving doing is just sharing with you guys the things that kind of slip under the radar that people don't hype up enough, in my opinion. So I'm going to be talking about products that I love, that I have been using quite a bit, some newer, some that have been staples for a while now, that I feel need like a major hug. They need a makeup hug. I'm wearing so much lipstick that it's kind of like, ignore that. I was actually sitting here waiting for James to come and like focus me. This looked like I was driving a car. Okay, wow. So anyway, I was sitting here with all of my goods in front of me, and we're gonna be talking about a lot of lip products. And I don't know why I do this. I start swatching and I'm like, ooh, so pretty. And then I'm like, well, maybe I could use a little bit more. I'm already wearing makeup. I'm already wearing a full face. And then I wipe things off and put more on. So just know that part of my job, and something that I actually do enjoy, is just like really trying the product, experiencing the product, feeling the texture, the doe foot applicator, the glide, the scent, with, you know, makeup on the face, seeing how it wears, seeing how it layers on top of powder. Does it layer more beautifully on top of just cream? Like, I just have this process in my head. So anyway, that's like the whole spiel. Hello, my eyelash is trying to do me in right now. It's like a corner sensation that I wish I was not feeling. We're gonna make it through this together. Okay, you guys, so let's start out with the lips, because I have a lot of lip stuff, and I have been reaching for products that I feel like made their way into my PR, some of them, and I just don't see them online much. And I'm like, dang, I'm like, these products are so good. What's the deal? They need more hype. So I believe the brand is called Stilazzi, S-T-I-L-A-Z-Z-I. They have makeup brushes, I believe, that I really enjoy also. They have some lipsticks. I like these glosses better than the lipsticks, I will say that. These are the most opaque glosses. They are so just rich. I mean, it's like a gloss lipstick, but it's not overly slippery or jelly. I like it. Maybe I shouldn't. I was just talking about how I'm wearing like way too much lip product. Let's just kind of, this might not work. It works best when you've just lined your lips and you're going in fresh. I will say that with this particular gloss. It's like, smells like coconut too. Kind of like the Physicians Formula bronzer. That's what it smells like to me. If you enjoy that scent, you will enjoy this. It's not aggressive. Right? Does that not just make you go, These are beautiful. I love the packaging. They're like skinny and sleek, and the colors are gorgeous. So they have these darker shades, super, super beautiful. But then what I really enjoy is they have these milky, creamy, lighter shades that you can wear alone, or you can just kind of go like this. Do you see how brightening that is? And it just elevates the entire look. If you're someone like me that likes to hit the center of your lips, can't talk and do that at the same time, with something a little bit brighter, and it just is very flattering and creates a fuller looking lip and balances things and creates dimension and depth, and you can see the border and a little bit of a color shift, and I just like the way it looks. Now, if you want to get a little more adventurous with your lips and you want to get a little more,
I don't know why I was gonna say intergalactic.
it just feels like the universe. But if the universe was glittery and it was in a holographic duochromatic lip form, this would be it. Stellar Beauty. Look at that. Look at how it's changing before our eyes. Okay, I did a makeup try on and I tested these out for the first time finally. Oh my gosh, why did I not try these before? Because let's put on more lip gloss. Wow. Because look at this. Take a pause. It's so good. It's like the wildest like gel. It is plush and it feels like outer space. I look like I just got injections, which is what I like. So if you're like me and you want pillowy, plumpy, juicy looking lips, and maybe you have to, like, you know, pull a few tricks to make it appear that way, that's okay, you can. You know, that's what makeup is there for. You can either look really natural, you can exaggerate things, you can change the shape of your face, change the shape of your lips if you like. So this will definitely add a lot of juiciness to the look of your mouth. They have different shades. The one that I just used is Opaline Kiss number 3. I also have Opaline Kiss number 2, which has more of a golden and kind of purple type of a vibe. They have a bunch of different shades. They do have cream glosses as well, so it's not just these, you know, sparkly kind of topper lip glosses that they have. I have them right here. Okay, so they have more. Oh God, they're just so pretty. Look at that, right? Ooh, it makes me feel feelings. I think I need to put these on display. They're good. And then they do have just the cream ones as well. This is not a liquid lip, it is a gloss, but with a ton of opacity and a ton of pigmentation. So these two are kind of like my favorites right now for glosses, aside from the other ones that I've talked about 5,000 bajillion million quadrillion times. Fussy from Fenty. These are like the favorites. So moving on. I have more lip products, but I kind of think we're bored of lip products. Let me just give like a quick little cute shout out. Ciate has these lippies that come again in this kind of longer type of a tube. I think it's really pretty. I love the ombre effect on the tube itself, and it matches whatever color you choose that is on the inside. So my favorite shades, of course, are what we call them, like the nice girl shades, the like good girl shades. I'm not into vampy lips. I think I look terrible in them, to be honest. I like mauves, pinks, beige, you know, that kind of a thing. So this one right here is called Dreamer. It's more peachy, and then the more pink toned one is Exposed. So these two are phenomenal, great formula, glide right on, no fuss. You don't really even need a lip liner. It's kind of that cross between a cream lippy and a little bit of a balm finish. So I really love those. Okay, you guys, also, I have been reaching for this a ton ever since you guys recommended this to me. This is the Fenty Fly Liner. It's so much like Tom Ford. That's what it reminds me of. Remember how I used to use the Tom Ford one all the time? It's $50. I did a WTF on it, and it has one side that's thinner, one side that's longer, and I would be like, you guys, this is like crazy. It doesn't bleed into the water line. It doesn't like collect in your tear duct. And I really haven't found much else that competes with that formula, but it's always like, oh my gosh, it's $50, and the cap kind of ruins the brush, and it just, I don't know, I stopped using it a ton. I stopped repurchasing it after like my third one. This reminds me of it so much. It just really glides right on. And I've worn this for probably like 3 weeks now. I've been reaching for this, and I don't reach for my other liquid liners. So this has my front runner space right now as far as a liquid black liner goes. Great to do a wing with, great to touch up if, you know, glitter or anything fall on your false lashes if you're wearing them. It's a great touch up formula, it layers, but it definitely does dry down super fast, so you have been warned. But I don't hear people raving about this one that much. And a black liner is such a staple item that when there is that magic formula, the same way everybody was like shape tape, shape tape, shape tape, I kind of go, hey, like, why are people not like doing backflips for this one? Because it's so, so good. It deserves it. It's so good. All right, another one. Oh, I have one more lippy. I talk about this one a lot too, but I just feel like I need to include some of my home run items. I was just piling them all in front of me, so why not really quickly? This is Glazed from Dose of Colors. Okay, as far as brushes, you guys know that I rave so much about the Scott Barnes 6'2". Is this the 6'2"? I thought it was the 6'9". Wait, no, this is this, what is the 6'9"? Oh my gosh, I've been saying the wrong one the whole time. So sorry, Scott. Okay, this is the 6'2". That's how tall my husband is. I will remember that now. This one tucks right into the crease beautifully. You can use windshield wiper motions. You can use circular motions. If you want to be extra bougie, buy two, because apparently that's what Scott does when he needs to blend out. He'll put this for the initial color lay down, grab a clean one, blend, blend, blend. And now I want to have two of them because it's my favorite crease brush. But I will share this with you. I was doing my sister's makeup and I hadn't really been consistently reaching for this one right here. This is also a Scott Barnes brush. This is the 6-1. If you have, how do I say this? I don't want to say like more mature eyes because that sounds so freaking rude. Why does mature sound like a negative thing? It really should not be. And I'm such an advocate for people really gripping onto the idea that your 20s are not it. I think we're all so narrowed in on this idea that the way we look and who we are after our 20s only goes downhill. And I don't think it does. I think you can adapt, and I think the more wisdom you gain along the way, like yay, learn your lessons, grow, mature, it's a good thing because you have your 20s, then you have your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. And I feel like we all should be shifting into this idea where we're praising and encouraging and celebrating the length of life and not just narrowing in this one decade where, for the most part, at least for myself, we're usually making some major mistakes in that decade, right? So anyway, when it comes to speaking about age or the approach of age or older women and how to apply makeup and boundaries and rules and what you should do to not look older than you are and all of that, it gets really tiptoe for me because I always feel like pretty emotional and like connected to that subject because I have a firm belief that you can feel fabulous at any age. Any age. Don't be afraid of your age. So anyway, rant over. Inspirational rant. I like that. Okay. For someone who has an issue with the smoothness or the tautness of your eyelid and you need help, you need something to lay down color and not be patchy because your skin might be moving a little bit while you're doing blending. This brush is so great for that. I have used this on myself just right in here, and it's like you can pull the color through and then take it down a little bit and like kind of buff and buff. It works really well for creams. I use this on my younger sister, Erica. She has the kind of eye shape where when her eyes are wide open, you don't see a lot of lid space. So I love doing a smoky eye on her and I love really, really smoking out the crease, but there's not a lot of room between the edge of the lid and the brow, so you don't want to make the eye look smaller. So I love using this brush on that eye shape, and you can kind of tuck on the outer edge, really buff, 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 get on that center, lift it up, and kind of get this straight line, and then go back with another brush and blend it out. And it looks beautiful. I also love using this particular brush right under here to blend out, and I'll even, you know, while I'm doing my makeup, I'll go into this guy right here, which is such a great product. Like, shout out to this as well. This is the Color Switch, and I will clean my brush off really quickly. And if I need to smooth out my contour, because you guys know, sometimes I look at the footage up close and I'm like, ooh, oh, like Tati, blend it. It's really tough because I do have a lot of lights here, and it's necessary so that you guys can feel happy watching the videos, see everything that I'm talking about clearly and sharply, but it does make me doing my makeup a little bit more challenging because there's a lot of washout of color. So if I do notice that I need to blend an area just a little bit more, I love this brush because it has just enough thickness right here that if you tuck it on the side of the nose and you kind of rub and blend, it doesn't move the color around dramatically. It just softens and diffuses the color. So this is such a versatile brush. I never in a million years would look at this shape and be like, wow, so useful, but it really is. So I want to encourage you guys, if you think that you could use some extra blending and you already have a crease brush and you're like, well, I don't really know what other tool I would use, this is so great. So, so great. All right. I also want to give a massive shout out to a couple of cream products. I can't stop using this. Like, I don't know where this has been before in my life. I literally cannot stop using this. It is the best cream blush ever. Really clean ingredients, nothing irritating. It does not make me break out. The color selection is gorgeous. They have deeper shades as well. I really, really love this one right here, Rose Pink. It also makes like a phenomenal lip product. I am not gonna put it on right now, but it does make a phenomenal lip product. So you can kind of pair this like really healthy glow on the cheeks monochromatically with what is on your lips. So what I like doing to apply this puppy, this is something that actually I heard Wayne Goss say a long time ago, and it really stuck with me. And I've heard this from many different artists, and everybody has like a different approach and technique as far as how to reshape the face. But he pointed out something in such an easy to digest way that I have to give him a shout out and share with you guys. We don't want to drag the face down. Like, that's just not flattering no matter what age you are. So you want to make sure that you're not just smiling and going to the apple of the cheek right here, because who walks around life like this all the time? I know I don't. I have the worst resting face. It's bad. Like, people will be like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm great. And they're like, really, are you fine? And I'm like, mm-hmm. So what happens when you're not smiling? This is down here. So you probably don't want your blush to be right here. It's probably gonna be more flattering for you if it's up just a little bit higher, you know? That way you're smiling, you have this nice flush right here, but when you're not smiling, you still have this nice rosy area, and it gives you such a gorgeous, balanced, rosy, just pretty look. So I would highly recommend, if you are doing blush, to make sure that you practice the area that looks the most flattering for you. And if you have ever been curious about a cream blush, this one's good. I mean, I put it on top of powder. It is that good, and I definitely use it for lipstick. It's just the best. There is Lactic. They make a beautiful duo pan. This is called the Skin Glow. Now, this one right here, you can use kind of as like your highlight, and they come in different shades. So really it's up to you how you want to use this. I really like the blush color in this particular pan. It just gives a nice glow and just like a kiss of rosiness. And again, you can use these on the lip. I feel like it gives like a very plushy, gorgeous, done, but not overdone look. And if you're wearing minimal makeup, you're wearing like a little mascara, a little brow, doing something like this just makes you look so fresh. And it's really just appropriate for this time of year. We're seeing more sunshine, kind of glowy, glistening skin. I think is really sexy, and this is a gorgeous cream product, so I had to include that. I also want to include, I am obsessed with Shoei's pressed powder. It is a hydrating powder. They have a great selection of color. The ingredients are phenomenal. This is the Soft Focus Hydrate and Set. So it just looks really beautiful on the skin and does not look crunchy, and that's what I like, because some powders can just be too drying, and the more you put on to touch up throughout the day, the worse you look. This is a gorgeous formula, really well done. The compact is beautiful, and I think it is just the best. I also want to give a shout out to a company that I don't think a lot of people know about. It is called Lorella. They make phenomenal lashes. This is a synthetic lash that actually looks very wispy and looks very mink-esque, but it is synthetic, and these are not terribly expensive either. So I have been playing around with these a lot, and I wanted to give the company a shout out. They are a smaller indie brand, and I thought I would do that. Also, Incredible. They always come out with like the coolest products. You guys, this one right here is this pressed pigment that is like the neatest color ever of all time. It has like, it feels like there's a rainbow in there, but it's like silver taupe. I can't stop staring at it. I put a little bit on my lid right here just to kind of brighten things up. It's one of those magical shades that looks great on everyone, and it really just pops a lot of brightness through any look that you're doing, cool or warm. They also have more cream ones. They have Dose of Ego. This is like a straight neon blue cream. You can put this all over the lid if you're feeling dangerous. I have never done that. Or you can use it as a liner. That works beautifully. That's kind of what I dip my toes into, more than like a electric smoky eye, you know? This one right here is more like golden flakes. And again, same thing, just like the way that it looks on the lid is just like, ooh. It just does something. I also was kind of surprised recently. I was sent this, and I love it. This is a blush palette slash highlight palette from Estee Lauder. It's really One of my more favorite items that Estee Lauder has come out with in a long while. They do have a companion eyeshadow palette. It is beautiful. I don't favor it as much as this because it's kind of, you know, like eyeshadow palette that maybe we've seen before, but the formula is nice, I will say that. This I really love just for the variety of blush tones and then how gorgeous the highlight is. It's a really well done palette. You guys, that is plenty for today. I could do this literally for hours on end. I love talking about makeup. I'm sure you kind of noticed. I have plenty of videos here on my channel that really that's all I do. So I hope you guys check them out. I want to remind you because I think this is super important to new subscribers or just anyone who's been with me for a while that doesn't know about this. I have a catalog of about 1,500 videos. And if you go in the search bar, I'm going to put a graphic up here for you guys, and you type in drugstore, Sephora, eyeliner, a particular brand name, you will find videos that will pop up, and then you guys can check out whatever you want to through my channel, get more recommendations. And I think that's a useful tool because I do get a lot of tweets and comments about, you know, what do you think of this brand, or have you done a look on this? And a lot of it is there. So I encourage you guys to search my channel. I also want to take a brief moment and encourage you guys to ring the bell because it's the right thing to do for good luck. It is super important so that you guys know that a new video has gone up. I'm here Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 10 a.m. PST, but sometimes it doesn't go on my channel like for 15, 20 minutes. And if you want to come hang out with me in the comments, say hello, watch the video when it's fresh, then ring the bell so that you will be notified. And of course, make sure you're subscribed. I love you guys so much. I hope you're having a good one, whatever you are doing. I'm sending you massive amounts of love. I appreciate you guys so much. And every warm comment, every kind, uplifting comment has mattered to me so, so much. I hear you, I see you, I feel you, and I just have so much gratitude. So thank you guys, and go have a good one. I will see you all in my next video. Mwah.